Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to day 2 of an Odyssey with Merlin here. And we're joined by the wonderful Peaky Finders.
Hello everyone.
So, what we're going to do today, guys, what we got planned?
Oh, well, it was such an amazing day yesterday.
It was, wasn't
it good?
Our feet haven't touched the ground, have they? We're off to Bridgnorth.
Well, that's right.
And why are we off to Bridgnorth, Merlin?
Because that's where I had my old shop for 21 years. And I retired at the same time at 65 and the shop was 21.
There you go.
So we both reached maturity.
Excellent.
Well,
so anyway, we're going to go to we're going to go across to Bridgnorth today. Fascinating town, built on a virtually rocky outcrop. Has castles, vernacular railways, Merlin's old shop. Lots of associations with the Civil War.
Yes.
Lots of things happen there. So we're going to go and look at that today. Are we going anywhere else today, or is that our main objective? Looks like we're going to have a smooch around. Someone said something about fish and chips later. Bewdley for fish and chips.
That is the seaside of the Black Country.
It is.
We haven't got the beach.
But we've got the fish and chip shop.
Yeah.
So we're going to go there. So I guess we'd better set off.
Yeah. Got a lot to do.
We've got the Bimble van parked outside, ready to go. See you further down the road. Bye.
Bye.
Today's video is sponsored by Heart of the Tribe Gallery, where art meets community. More about that later. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. We're out in the chuckle buggy and we're on our way across to Bridgnorth. And I'll tell you what, look at the beautiful sceneries. Lovely driving around here. We're all here. The guys in the front. We've got Merlin stuck in the back. Hello, Merlin. Yeah, and we're off to Bridgwater. And who's this?
Bridgnorth.
Bridgnorth. Who's this?
Oh, that's just a little mascot that we've had for years.
I like it. The town's original civic meeting place was actually the Burgess Hall on the first floor of the North Gate. More on that later. The new town hall was constructed in the High Street in 1652. They took an old oak framed tithe barn that had been donated by Lady Bertie, who was the wife of Sir Roger Bertie, Lord of the Manor at Much Wenlock. A base of stone arches was constructed and the barn simply placed on top. The arches were left open to allow markets to be held, while at the north and south ends there are large single arches large enough to permit carriage access. Upstairs there was a 3-part window at each end with a gable and turret at roof level. Internally there was a council chamber and a courtroom. The clock at the southern end was installed in 1680, while the northern clock was installed sometime after. They installed stained glass windows to celebrate Queen Victoria's Golden Jubilee in 1887, and a new market hall in Poston Gate opened in 1859. More on that later. But it was disliked by traders who refused to leave the Town Hall market. Today, Bridgnorth Town Council meet here and also run the market downstairs, for which there is currently a waiting list. This is Cartway, at the top of which once stood Cowgate, one of the 5 town gates. Before the new road was built in 1786, Cartway was the only route available by which carts could bring goods from the Wolves down on the River Severn up here into the High Town.
Oh, that smells lovely.
It's a nice one, isn't it?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the reason d'etre for this video was why we're here. Merlin's old shop. Let's go and have a look. Oh, it smells nice as you walk in here. It's very busy in the shop and it's not very big. As you can see, we were going down steps in there. So I've come out to leave Merlin to go and talk to some people, and we're just going to have a look around out here while he's in there. But there it is, Mother's Goodies it's called. So if you're in town, do come along and have a look, because it's a lovely shop and it's enough smell nice when you go in as well. Now we have simply got to go and see where that goes. So ladies and gentlemen, as you saw, I saw this little alleyway descending down these steps earlier on, and it is absolutely stunning, and we're going to walk down them. So let's see what's down here. I love the engineering bricks in the floor with the metal edges. This is made to last, isn't it? And there you can see the sandstone which this town stands on, an outcrop of red sandstone. Wow, look at this. It's like something out of Middle Earth, isn't it? I love it.
Proper hobbity.
Isn't it? Proper hobbity.
Gorgeous.
Yo.
Oh.
Theatre on the steps.
This
You
is
can't
it.
beat this, can you? No. What a fabulous place this is.
And it's still a venue today.
Yes, absolutely.
And so here we are, we've arrived at the theatre on the steps, which is actually very indicative of its situation. Halfway down this amazing path. To our right runs the vernacular down a track that you can't see. We're going to continue down to the bottom of this amazing footpath, and then we're going to catch the vernacular back up. We'll catch you in a bit. This literally is a chasm. Amazing. The entrance to the Cliff Railway, and it's also the bottom of that path we just walked down, which is absolutely stunning. To the front, I believe. Gotta be in the very front.
Look at that, brother.
And look at that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go up there. Of course, going this way, all you're going to see is the station getting larger. Whereas you can see the other one coming down. They balance these two.
Yeah.
So that it doesn't take very much to move them, and so basically you get a better view coming down than you get going up. And there, ladies and gentlemen, as you look down to the bridge we were just stood on, you can see all of the town laid out below us. What an amazing thing. What an amazing thing this is. So when was this actually built originally?
1892.
Wow, and it's counterweighted so that...
It's an electric motor that drives it.
But these coaches are from 19...
They're old tram cars.
Oh, are they? I love vernacular railways. Thank you very much. This is beautiful. I love the ticket offices. They've been kept fairly original, haven't they?
We're the original staff.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
We're that old.
Designed and opened in 1892 by George Croydon Marks, who was a hydraulic engineer. Water balance powered until 1944 and since then by electricity. As I was explaining earlier on, if you've got two carriages and they weigh the same, then it doesn't take very much to drop a little bit of water out, making it heavier. It will pull the other one up, and vice versa. It's virtually, if you've got the water, it's virtually free power. I think this is about to descend. Let's go and have a look. On its way down. As you look there, you can see the wheel, which drives the cables, which drives the coach as it descends. And any second now, as it comes up, you're going to see the other one. Here it is. And they cross at the midpoint, halfway down. One down, one up. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. And those wheels and those cables are so greased you can hear them slicking as they merge together. Beautiful. Here it comes. There's the air brakes going on by the sound of it. And as you can see there, Bridgnorth Castle Hill Railway Co. Limited. How fabulous is that? And there you go. And everybody gets off. Well, this is quite a special place for me because I remember coming here with Mum and Dad. In fact, it was here that Dad showed absolutely no interest in the Bridgnorth Railway going down the hill, that we realised something was wrong, and within several months he was in a care home with dementia. So it's kind of a poignant moment for me, and exercising some ghosts, I guess, but hey, it's good fun and it's a lovely place, and we are going to come back. We are going to come back because I need to do videos about this town.
So remember when you get there that you return.
And we've got wonderful people to stay with.
Have a great day, guys. Take care, man. And you guys, what a beautiful day this is. You have a great day, guys. What a beautiful day this is.
Yes, same to you.
Yeah.
You certainly put a smile on people's faces, Merlin, don't you, buddy? You certainly do.
That's what I intend to do. That's what I do in Glastonbury. Just try and put a smile on people's faces.
Over here, ladies and gentlemen, is what we've come to see. There we go. Bridgnorth Station, northern terminus of the Severn Valley Railway, the longest preserved railway in the United Kingdom.
Wow, look at that then.
And it all starts here. We will, I promise you, be coming back to ride on that. Can you see the locomotives?
Yeah.
The Great Western locomotives behind the
they're
coaches there.
fantastic, aren't they?
And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, erected to commemorate the lives of those lost in the Great War. A beautiful statue looking out over the railway station where some of the dead would have come from. Look at what they've done to the castle. It's not very upright, is it? So how did it get like that? Good question. I'll tell you the answer. Basically, Roundhead's and the other lot were having a bit of a scrap back here around about the 1600s, and one lot didn't let the other lot having the castle. So they said, well, put this explosive underneath, make it go bang, it'll fall over. Well, it didn't. Not all of it anyway. So it stood here at this crazy angle. I'll put the angle in the description later. All those years. Fred Dibner wouldn't have done that, would he? He'd have had it down. As we walk away, you can really see the crazy angle that thing's leaning over at, and you walk right underneath it. And people have been walking right underneath it for long, long times. Let's go and have a look inside this stunning church, St Mary Magdalene. This magnificent church was designed by Thomas Telford and was built by John Rhodes and Michael Head between 1792 and 1795. This candle is for Mum. And this one is for Dad. Mum and Dad, thinking of you. Unusually for a church, this one is aligned north-south rather than the more usual east-west. Thomas Telford was the Shropshire county surveyor who in 1788 had predicted the collapse of St Chad's in Shrewsbury. William Nichols, the priest, had the then church surveyed by Telford, who advised a complete rebuild in 1791. Royal assent was granted in 1792 and funds to build were raised by subscription. Contracts were signed and a foundation stone laid the same year. The church was consecrated on St Michaelmas Day on the 22nd of July 1796. Built in 1633, this is the former residence of the governor of the castle. It originally stood in the outer bailey of the castle, where it is one of a very few substantial buildings within the castle precincts. Charles I stayed here when it was a royalist garrison. The market hall was built between 1855 and 1859 to provide shops, a market hall, offices and a town hall. The traders, however, hated it and refused to use it. The council tried to force them, but a court ruled that the right of stallage secured by medieval charters could not be changed at the whim of the council. The building was sold at a loss by 1911. Well, we've stopped now for a coffee. And we, coffee and cake and milkshakes and stuff.
Raymond's still most of his.
Everybody's here. Raymond's thrown most of his on the floor for some reason. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the North Gate, which was obviously the North Gate when the town had a wall around it, when it was a fortified medieval town. The building to the left, which is now North Bridgnorth Cobbler, was in fact the fire station. So, if you look above the Bridgnorth Cobbler sign, you can see the original fire station sign from when this was the fire station. And we're off, leaving Bridgnorth on our way to Bewdley. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are in the beautiful town of Bewdley, down by the River Severn. Swans have been busy, as you can see. And the ducks. Here we are in Bewdley, where even Tesco's looks like a set from an Edith Blyton novel. Well, we've made it here to Bewdley, which is a beautiful little town situated on the River Severn. There's a fish and chip shop here apparently that is to die for, so later on we're going to eat there and go and sit down by the River Severn and eat it. But for now we're in the museum which we just come through, which is based on an old stables. I'm not filming it today because we're going to come back and do it more justice. But for now I found a tree with a bench round it. So I'm sitting here waiting for them to have a look round before we go and explore the rest of Bewdley. They said come to Merchant's Fish and Chip Shop. So Merchant's Fish and Chip Shop it was, and look at this. That is a piece of cod you could surf on, together with a massive portion of the nicest battered chips I've ever eaten. This is good. Here comes your man. And here, ladies and gentlemen, as we look back down the river, is the height of the
March
various floods.
1947.
October 98 at the bottom, and March 1947 right up there at the top.
And 1947 was the year I was born, brother.
There you go. Well, here we are, down by the River Severn, full of fish and chips and ice cream, heading back at the end of day 2. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I'm going to go home and see if I can make sense of it in the editing studio.
Look at this skiff.
And we'll see you tomorrow. Okay then. Until then, thank you for watching. Bye bye. The Heart of the Tribe Gallery is a community art gallery situated near the top of Glastonbury High Street. They host amazing exhibitions supporting local artists, and they have a beautiful secret garden out the back. So be sure to check them out and support local art.